Do this.
Welcome, everyone, to the Heart of the Artist. I am so excited to introduce our guest this week, Mama Betty. Catalyst, I know you have been so looking forward to this as well. And
Definitely.
everybody, you can probably see that we're on a gallery view today, trying something a little bit new. But we want to share as much as we can with this amazing guest. Um, Mama Betty, and I don't know if you've heard me say this before, but I am so in love with the fact that our poetry community embraces everyone across the age spectrum. And we really venerate our women. We really
Yes.
venerate our mother figure women. And you are such a loving mother figure to so many. Can you tell us, like, how did you get started in the poetry world and in the Instagram verse in particular?
In the Instagram verse, because of the pandemic, um, I come in with the comedian um Michael Collier. We would come in and pray every morning, and then he would have different folks come on and speak and all that. And then there was another gentleman, comedian Stefan, and we would pray Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then at night, Friday night, we just act the fool. Prayer was gone. We could just drop it, cuss, and do everything we want to do. So I met. So that family is still in place. I call that my circle of friends. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Then we have the Ain't Right tribe, and I would listen to Ain't Right tribe. Come on, listen to Ain't Right tribe, and glorified in the poets there. And so, in order to be a member, you would just have to recite one poem. So I picked a bullet and I read a poem, and then I became a member of the Ain't Right tribe. Um, then I met AJ word artist Coach Jai Smalls. I call it Mwalimu, which means teacher in Kiswahili, and Mr. Witz. And I told AJ that, I used to write poems. I wrote ever since I can remember. I remember seventh grade for sure. Of course, my eighth grade teacher really encouraged me to write. So I would write. So one day I had a break in my house, and whoever broke into my house, they stole the handmade garments that I made. I said, "What the hell? People stealing clothes that you make? They must be really desperate." But anyway, but then they also stole um all the poems that I had written through the years, and I felt like um a part of my being was gone. My heart, a part of me was just I had the blues, and I just froze writing. Every now and then I would write. I would write something. Someone would ask me to write something, and I would write. But um, excuse me, that's my grandson, and he wants this. He likes this iPad. No, baby, can you give me a moment? I had to take him downstairs. I'll be right back, okay?
Sure.
Okay, just a minute, Cam. Oh, no, babe. What the heck? Give grandmama a break.
I love that. Like
No,
the
no,
truth,
no. No, no, no,
Mama
no.
Betty.
Yes, I
I,
please. No.
uh,
Oh, ah.
of course, I want to know more about Ain't
We're
Right,
we're
Mr. Witz.
playing with his
You're
toy.
here, and I know that you were one of the original members of the Ain't Right tribe, I think, weren't you? Yeah, gifted is saying yes. Yeah, that's fantastic. I love that. Jane Spoken Word, welcome. We have a wonderful gallery here today. We are on gallery view with our show, which is fantastic. So if anyone wants to be on camera so that everyone can see your reactions, and if you have any questions, please feel free to post those in the chat. Definitely want to bring those up with Mama Betty.
I'm
Uh,
here, y'all.
oh, good, good.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I need to get back to the Bay Area. I'm here with my grand. Now this had disappeared. Oh, what the heck? Then one thing is, oh, there it is. Okay, I'm good.
Okay.
No, I ain't. Here it come
They say
again.
that you get busier when you retire. It sounds like you are very busy.
What we saying? Oh, okay. Ooh, y'all help me. Help grandmama. Ty, For real? You kept me on staying with Grandma. You can stay here with me.
Welcome, grown man. Thank you for being here. Thank you to everyone for coming in to hang out with this conversation with Mama Betty. You're such an amazing person. And
Can you
I remember actually the first time that I realized, like,
Hi, what are you doing? Can you come get camera?
into Instagram lives, she would always wave at me and say, "Hey, Whisper Poet." And I really didn't know exactly who she was. And then one night at it's a gifted
Oh man, I'm away.
Wednesday night show, she was on that. And that's when I realized, oh wow, okay, that's who this is. Oh yeah, and just such a love, such an amazing person.
So as I was saying, Whisper, um, my poems were stolen, so I stopped writing. You kind of, you had to fix this for me, please. Bring back upstairs to me. Yeah, log back in. Oh, gosh. I ain't come back here. He's cool. Hello. That's his. He loves that. He loves that piece right there. You all right? All right. Usually I'm cool, calm, and collected for the most part. Whisper, can you hear me?
I can, and I love this. I feel like we're getting a real glimpse of you, your life, and your family, and it's beautiful. And thank you for sharing it
This
with
is real life.
We
This is
love
real
you
life.
in all of your flavors, calm and chaos.
My brother said, my son said, did you mute this? I said, hell, this is real life. No, this is this is real life. But yeah. So my poems were stolen, and so like I said, it's like part of my heart was taken away. So I told AJ, and AJ said, just remember a poem. Can you remember a poem? I said, yeah, I have one. I sort of remember. He said, well, go ahead and write. Just write. Try to write that again. Just write. So I wrote, but instead of writing that poem, I just began. You put your pen in your hand, and the spirit moves, and it does what it does. So that's what happened. So then, since that time, I just been writing and writing and writing. So pandemic, yeah, we lost a lot of people as a pandemic, but at the same time, it created, like you say, a family of like-minded folk, and even those who don't think the same. It doesn't matter because we have those people in our families, all kind of thought waves, spirits, and so I'm grateful for the poets and the people that I met on this platform, on these platforms. Some have, I feel like, even though I haven't met you all in the flesh, I really feel like I have met you in the flesh. Spirit is very important. Energy, you talk about energy already, but spirit for sure. So I feel like um I truly have blood family here. I can call the folks who I really love and appreciate, but I do that, I be leaving folks out. But I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna call some folks. So AJ, Riley Moon, Coach John, Mr. Witch Gifted, James Spoken Word, you, Valerie, I love Mr. Valerie Lorraine, um, okay, Moody Black, who started Ain't Right Tribe, um, comedian Stefan, I like the poets from overseas. I have Just Star, Mr. Media, I call her my niece here from across the waters, Zeus, Australia, KB Poetry, again, he's British, um, what's the name? Ooh, uh, I love his poems too. Now, Thoughts by Steve, Thoughts by Steve. And on Ramrock, and on and on and on. So, and then No Pill. I say complicated past. If I keep on saying his name, you think I have a crush on him. So, on and on like that. Yeah.
You know what? Didn't I see that man flirt with you one night in an open mic? Didn't that happen? Or did I imagine that?
Yeah. He's a poet of love. So, when he reads his poem, he touches everybody. So I'm sure there are other folks in the room who thinks he's flirting with them as well. So, yep. Yeah.
One of the things that you were talking about is, when you picked up your pen, AJ encouraged you to pick up your pen, and you did, and you just wrote and wrote. You have been crafting things with your hands your entire life, right? You're an accomplished, what's the right word? What do you do weaving, right? Tell me all the things you do, please.
Yeah. You know, I'm grateful to God that He gave me a gift to sew, to sew. So I've been sewing for a long time. I love weaving. All of my life, I can pinpoint just before I even started kindergarten. For some reason, I wanted to weave. I always like Native American blankets, the designs and all that. So I said, I want to do that. I want to weave. I want to loom. I just want to loom. So I would weave by my hand, make my own handmade looms. Then I said, when I grow up, I'm gonna give me a loom. So I got me a floor loom. I took lessons. I got a floor loom. But then one day I came home, my children they were grown, they was teenagers, and they were drying their clothes on my loom. So my loom, you know, got warped. But I got three table looms. Yeah, three table looms. I like weaving. I like making things with my hands. So I make dolls. I don't have anything here with me. I live everything in the Bay Area. Yeah, but yeah. I feel like I don't like the term. I tell my grandchildren and my children too. I hate when people say they're bored. Bore. I don't like that word. Bore. And I don't like can't for that matter too. But I don't like bored. I abhor bored and boredom because there's no excuse and there's no reason for you to be bored because we have everything we need and everything we want here. We just pull from it and do. There's no reason for you to be bored. If you can't do anything with your hand, yeah, if you can see, read a book. There's always things to do. Volunteering is a great thing to do. So I don't like that word boredom. Like I said, I abhor that word. I don't tolerate that word. So like when my grandchildren say they're bored, I say, what do you want to do? I don't know what to do. I said, get some color pencils, pencil, paint. I don't care. Go scribble something. Do something. Make a move. Dance, get up. Make noise, because noise don't bother me. It don't bother me. My grandson crying, all that crying, they don't move me at all. They don't move me. I'm used to noise.
I do hope that when we have the reunion show, which is the first Tuesday in July, I hope that you'll be home, that you can show us your amazing dolls and some of your weaving because it's just an inspiration. It would be a shame for everyone not to see this beauty that you've created with your hands. And I love all of the sewing, crochet and knitting and everything, but there's something about the word weaving. There's something so evocative about that word to me. Um, Weaving is what we do with each other when we blend our spirits together. We're weaving life. We're literally weaving life, and that's what you do.
Hmm.
You bring us all together. You unite us, and it's just such a beautiful thing.
You know, you guys put a whole lot on me. That's a great responsibility and it's something to for one to really embrace. I like humbleness. I like humbleness. I don't like to be. I don't want to get no big head. I don't think I'm any special than anyone else. Um, I get. I'm enriched by others as you feel that you're enriched by me equally. So that's where the reciprocity comes in. For me. Um, I got a lot of my grandmama in me. I got a lot of my mom and dad in me, especially my father. I'm a daddy's girl, yes, indeed. And so my father never met a stranger, always had a smile on his face. My mother say, you can always say hello to someone. You can always speak and smile, always smile, smile. And she was kind of, she was quiet. My father was more outgoing, so they yin and yang. They were yin and yang. She's tall and lanky. She was kind of petite, kind of not petite, but shorter than me for that matter. Yeah, yeah. Was she shorter than
Now,
me? No,
you're a tall woman, aren't you? You
5 feet 8.
Okay, so you're a pretty tall lady. I mean,
Yeah.
especially for a lady of your generation, I feel like you're a pretty tall lady.
Mm. I
Yeah.
got big feet too. Hmm.
Did you play sports as a young woman?
I like basketball, but no, not really. I mean, I played in school, like for physical education, but out on the team. No, I was in the pep squad where we was on the sideline cheering for our teams. Yeah, yeah.
Do you
We
do
go
you
to.
still remember any of your cheers?
I was in Chile, but yeah, I remember some. Let's see, let's see. Uh, it takes a rocket built. Takes a rocket ship to rock. It takes a ball to roll. It takes a team like the others to go, 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 go. Oh, what's it? Oh, shit, I don't remember. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I used to know that cheer. That's a boss man. That was a cold one. Mm. They
I
got
love
so much soul. They got so much soul. Oh yeah, and we got the ones where you spell a name out. Richmond. Richmond. Oh, that's another one I forgot. It's been, you know how many years? I came out of high school in 1969.
Yes.
That's when I graduated from high school. It takes a rock and shit to rock. It takes a ball to. It takes a team like the all to go, 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 go. Some shit like that. Something from the 1950s. That kind of shit. Rock and roll. Okay. Yeah, I cuss. I forgot. I cuss. I cuss.
I love it. I love your potty mouth. I think it's
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah. I cuss and I I cuss and I'm the junior director, the director for the junior ushers, and I used to teach Sunday school, but yet I cuss. I told my students at church, I say, I'll let you know that I do curse. So if you guys got potty mouth, I'm not going to chastise you too high because I cuss.
You mentioned Richmond. Are you originally from Virginia?
It's another city, it's another state other than Virginia where Richmond resides. I'm from Richmond, California.
Okay. What part of the state is that?
That's Northern California, near San Francisco, Oakland Bay Area.
That is some beautiful country. So that's where you're from.
Yep.
Is that where you have
I'm
grown
from
up?
I'm from before what they call unincorporated Richmond. They call that North Richmond, where we didn't have the city police, we had the um um county police and all that. We didn't have sidewalks for a long time, that kind of thing. Yes.
So
Mm-hmm.
what was it like growing up in California? And California has always been way ahead of the East Coast in terms of trends and cultural changes and all that. What was it like growing up there?
Well, a lot of folks don't know that to me. California has always been, to me, and to others I know, a police state. There's a lot of things been happening that happens here that folks uh, assume that doesn't happen. Uh, in my lifetime, that's when I was in early part of elementary school, first kindergarten, first, second grade, third grade. They didn't hire black folks in the grocery stores, the big department stores. You couldn't eat in certain cafes, certain restaurants. California, Northern California. Yeah. So you think about the Black Panther Party and all that, why they rose, because this was a police state in a sense. But growing up here, it was nice. I had a great childhood. I got great friends. I was a member of the Black Student Union in my high school. Um, then I always had a desire to be a PTA president. Yeah, can you imagine? I always wanted to be a PTA president because in elementary school there was someone who I really admired. I said, when I grew up, I want to be a PTA president, and I did become that PTA president. Yep, I've done a lot of stuff.
You're very active in your community, aren't you? I mean, I want to say that I think I've heard about various positions that you've served and charities that you support and things that you do in the community. There is no moss growing on you.
No, no more screwing us. When I say us, I think about my friends, my contemporaries. No more screwing our feet as kids, as teenagers. We were part of the. There was someone running for city council. We campaigned. We worked on that. There was the first, Mr. Smith. He was the first one to win and run for school superintendent of schools here. Uh, for our county, for Richmond, and we worked on that campaign as high school students. Um, a whole lot of stuff we did. Oh, as a high school student, my senior year, um, we had to wear dresses. You had a dress code. Girls couldn't wear pants. We had to wear dresses. So in the wintertime, it's cold. The boys got their pants on to protect their legs. The girls got to let the wind fly, and their legs get cold. So we decided that we gonna wear our blue jeans. So we got on the phone, what you call it, like a phone tree where you just call because there were no cell phones at the time. So we call that person, so forth. We called all the girls. I mean, all the girls. On this day, we were wearing our pants. So on that day, we wore our pants. And the principal got, I mean, he was teed off. They got so pissed off. And so they say, you come back to school tomorrow, you have to wear your dresses. So everybody came back with their dresses, but not me. I came back with my blue jeans with the patches and all that. And so the principal called me to the office. I never left. I never left my classroom. I stayed in the classroom. So the counselor said, I miss, my maiden name is Mason. Say, Miss Mason, come with me. I just look at her. I said, Miss Owens, you're trying to deny me an education. I'm staying here. So I called my mom. I said, Mom, they trying to call me. They want to suspend me from school. My mom come up and spoke to him, and that was that. It's after that we all wore pants again. We just wore pants, and after that everybody wore pants. I mean that's a minor thing, but yet as students, as high school students, we thought it was a big thing.
I love this so much because it to me it is the example of how you don't have to be angry. You don't have to yell. You don't have to use hatred as a tool to execute and exact social change. You
Mm-hmm.
just be yourself and make it
Well,
happen.
well, well, as a sophomore in my U.S. history class, there were we called it was a teacher, our history teacher. He called us the rebel corner, and so in that corner was myself, my friend who's an indigenous person, she's Native American, and my Japanese friend, and my Chinese friend, and my Chicana friend. So we all stand on principle, and so every time they would ask us something, we all would stand from our cultural background. Oh, Nancy Rubenstein too, my Jewish friend. Yes, she's part of that group too. Yeah, and so we, so I guess we've been rebels forever, and they're still rebels. They are still rebels today. I love them. They still to this day, 50 some years later. Mm-hmm.
I love what you're describing, and it feels like such a life well lived, of taking care of your community, of being busy and doing something productive and looking around and seeing what matters and caring about your world and investing in yourself and in others. Do you feel like the youth of today have that same commitment? Is it
Can I,
is it
can I
there
say
or
this?
is it different?
Can I say this? I was taught. I was taught many years ago that starting with us, because they addressed us in the same question as in the same way that you're asking me this question in comparison to the generation before. And so this is what the gentleman told my group of friends. Every generation thinks they're doing something new. They creating something new, doing something with the real. So no, I do think that so yes, I think that the youth of the day are doing what they're supposed to do and they're doing great things. I admire the youth. I have no complaints. Just like I had no complaints when I was young. And I'm sure my parents didn't have any complaints. Those who fought the good fight, they was fighting the good fight then. We fought the good fight now as I live, and young people are fighting the good fight as they live. So yeah, let's give them their props and let's give them the support that they need. And don't say when I went to school I walked a mile in the snow. We have to tell those folks that. You know.
If you were doing that in California, I might have to question if there's a thing going on there.
Yeah, that's right. I just thought about it in the snow. Yeah, maybe I do this. Oh, this is not working. I'm here.
So from time to time, you are sharing words in another language. Did I hear you say that it was Swahili? Was that what it was?
Kiswahili. So I just told you that I was a member of the Black Student Union in high school, and then I was a member of the Black Student Union when I got to college. But in high school, as a member of the Black Student Union, I was the Minister of Education because I like to read. So I was in charge of the books that we would read. So I would give, I would bring all these books that I read and books that I thought would be of interest to our members. And so where I got my haircut, because I started wearing my afro in the 10th grade, 1960, 67, 66. I started wearing my afro. I never pressed my hair from that time to now. So my children never saw pressed hair. Oh, so you see my hair's cutting out, but I had a big afro back in the day. And then I had it started getting it braid. But talking about Kiswahili. So I wore afro. So I would go get my hair cut. And so when I get at the barbershop, it's called umoja. Umoja means unity in Kiswahili. And the man who owned the barber who owned the barbershop, Jolie Fisher, he spoke Kiswahili. And so we said, Mr. Fisher, can you come to our PSU and teach us? So he offered to teach Kiswahili, and he did. He come to our BSU and he taught us Kiswahili. And then I took Kiswahili when I left school in college. But in high school, I took German too. I took German. 10th, 11th, 12th grade, I took German. The language. So I ambition German. Speaking ambition German, just living now. I spoke when I lived in Germany. I can
So
speak
tell us about that. How did that come about? Was that a military posting, or what was that about?
That's how I got the last name Bublis. My husband was in the service in the army, and we were stationed in Germany. And it just so happened I could speak a little language and understand the language.
So how did you meet your husband?
I met him in college. We were going to see. Let me tell you this. So when I got to school, this other school, this 2-year college, there was a poem in this little paper that you get free, little paper. And I like this poem called "Every Tree Has Roots" by Joe Ubilis. That's my name now, Ubilis. Okay. So I didn't know how to pronounce that last name, Ubiles. So I had this poem, but everywhere I go, I take this poem with me. So I decided to make a collage. So I put the poem inside in the middle of the collage. So I had it on my wall 4 years later. And so how I got my last name, his name is Abu, Walter. So Abu came to the house and he said, the poem, he said, I know that's my brother. I said, you're lying. I said, I've had that poem for 3 or 4 years, and I decided I was to make a collage. I said, that's your brother. Pronounce that last name for me. He said, Ubilis. So I said, let me see your ID. So he showed me his ID is Walter Ubilis. So I met him in East Palo Alto, and at that time we called that Nairobi College. It was an independent black school. And he come from Mount Vernon, New York, to go to that school. And that's how I met him. And so I met him, we were going to see Minister Farrakhan, Louis Farrakhan, and I had to sit on his lap to San Francisco. Yeah, sit on his lap. Yeah. And so that's where he evolved.
So you sat on his lap to San Francisco and he proposed.
Oh no, hell no, not then. No. He talk his yin yang about my behind, about my nice behind, all that. So we trying to be Muslims. Hey, be cool. What?
So what was that like seeing Mr. Farrakhan speak?
Oh, I was impressed. He's a big man in stature, in a sense, but he's petite. He's really petite, thin at that time. At that time, he's thin and petite. I towered over him. I was taller than him because I stood right next to him.
And you
Yeah.
must have been even taller with the afro. How many inches did your afro add to your height? You must have been
At
6 feet.
at that time, I started wearing my locks. I started locking. I started. Oh no, yeah, I had my afro. I started locking later on. Yeah, yeah, I was towering over him. Yeah.
Now, were you wearing the oh gosh, the shoes that
Yeah, my
everybody wore?
belly, my head. Oh, your shoes. I wore Roman. I wore hot pants with. So no, we wear our African clothes. Our little clothes, that long clothes, whatever. My blue jeans, whatever. However, the movie. See, I'm in my 20s then. I'm in my early 20s now, okay?
Mhm.
19 and early 20s. So I'm wearing my afro, sometimes I wear my gele, sometimes I wear my gele and my hot pants, my Roman sandals tied up your leg, and hot pants. You know hot pants?
Those are kind of like the Daisy Duke shorts, right? Hot
Yeah,
pants.
yeah, there's pre hot Daisy Dukes. Yep.
You must have been a sight to see.
Yeah.
So you went to San Francisco, you saw Mr. Farrakhan. I mean, this is just a huge time of social change, right? In the Bay Area. What was that like being in the middle of all of that?
It was wonderful. It was wonderful. Think about it. I'm in the era of, the free love movement, the hippies and all that. And I love jazz. I like music. So we go and listen to different. We would literally cut school in high school. We would cut school to go to Stanford University, to go to University of California to hear a lecture. We cut school to go to school, and we cut school to go far. So we go far. We had to catch a bus to get home in time as if we were leaving our regular high school. We would literally cut school to go to school to hear someone speak.
Wow.
Hmm.
Now, were you out there at any seeing bands? Because if you were out there listening to live music, chances are you and Jane Spoken Word were in the same place at the same
Oh yeah,
time.
because that's what I love. I just here go my. You cool? You good, baby? You good? That's my grandson. Can you see him? No. Yeah. No. You say no? Yeah.
Precious
So
baby. Oh my
so I
goodness.
like so I love Jane Spoken Word because of, I know that about her. Yeah. So she's my contemporary. I always call her sis. I call her sis. Yeah. So I love jazz, and I like music, period. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Y'all two are a hard act to follow. That's all I'm saying. Y'all have had so many adventures. I'm not sure the rest of us can keep up.
Oh, y'all coming. Your time is coming. Trust. You moving. You moving in the direction. It's- You're doing it. That's my grandson.
He is
Are you
precious.
still there?
Hey, darling.
I can't see you.
Yeah, we're still here. We're still here. I don't know why you can't see us.
No. Yeah, okay.
But
Now
he
I
does
see you.
love you. That's your baby right there.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my grandson. That's my son's son. That's Cameron. That's him behind me.
He's precious. Hi,
He's a
Cameron.
Can you want to say hi?
Hi. Hi.
Yeah. Oh. Ah,
Hi.
I don't know. You say hi, Karen?
Hi.
I don't know why you give me a hard time. You're a Pisces, just like me. He's a Pisces.
And I am too. And or Jane, you're a Pisces too, aren't you? I think.
When is
Um,
your birthday?
February 20th.
Mine is March 14th. His mom is a Pisces. Oh,
Lots
he's
of
saying
lots
hi
of
now.
lots of
Aquarius rule.
Yes, right. Who said that? Oh, hi. Get him off. Get him off. We don't need to hear that. There's,
Jane's a water sign too. No wonder y'all vibe so good.
oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I love Mr. James.
So you got married and then you moved to Germany. So what was that like?
Well, I love because I knew a little bit of German, and no, I need this baby. I need this. Here we go again. So I need this baby. So German, German, German was nice. I'm escort homeboy down there. I'm gonna have to escort him down. Oh, that's good. He loves water. He running with his water. I have mercy. Germany was nice. I lived in the city. Excuse. Paris. Yo, Paris. Can you keep him down there? Can you keep Cameron downstairs?
So
I
this would
will.
have been West Germany, right? Because the
I
wall
was. I was in Kaiserslautern. Yeah, the wall was still up. The wall wasn't torn down yet. Yeah. Um. Here you come. I just deal with this. That's life. He can hang. I can't see you. I can't see you, Whisper.
I don't, I'm not sure
Yeah,
why.
but yeah, but I like Germany. I live with the people. I didn't live on the base. I thought, why go to another country and live on the base? Because if you're on the base, you're in America. You're really in America still. So I lived in the city with the folk, with the people, and I love the people. It's just you couldn't meet uh, um a nicer group of people. I love my neighbors. I absolutely love. I never stayed at home. We were in and out of each other's homes. I love the people. I love the people.
What was your favorite food from
Oh,
Germany?
so they cook like anybody who the working people, the country people, they cook. I didn't. It's like home cooking. I like they make great pizzas, good pizzas, believe it or not. But they make really hearty stews and hearty chicken with the vegetables and all that. Then they had a lot of bratwurst and all those, but I never liked hot dogs or weenies and then that kind of stuff. That's not my. And I was a vegetarian for about 20 some years, so I eat a lot of meat. So I didn't eat all of that, but I really like the people and the
Did you
chocolates
like
and
the
and
Spätzle? Did you like the Spätzle?
yeah, that's okay. I like sauerkraut.
Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
I like
And it has
sauerkraut.
lots of vitamin C. It's good for you.
Yeah, I like sauerkraut. But I love the people. And I like the holidays. Um, Downstairs was a bar from us. And on holidays you would drink mulled wine, warm wine, and their families there, adults and children, just celebrating. I like the holidays.
And
Oh,
so,
and Oktoberfest. I love beer. I do. I like German beer. Oktoberfest.
yes, I love that. Did you have one of those big, the
Got my
Stein?
mug. I have my big mug. Yes,
I love it.
I got one. I brought it home with me. I have my mugs. Yep.
Because over there, don't you take it with, like, if you go down to the beer garden, you take your mug with you,
You take
right?
you better take that mug with you. Yeah, it's a big thing too. Yeah,
Do you
and
still have it?
I still have it. Yes, I have two. Yep,
She's
and it's
double
full.
fisting it.
Yeah, yeah.
I love it.
I have the two.
So how long were you and your husband stationed there?
3 years. Three. Mm-hmm.
3 years.
Then I come back. I came back here and did a number of things. I worked with Head Start. Head Start. I had a number of jobs. Head Start. Then I sold antiques for yeah, almost 15, no, almost 18 years. I sold antiques.
Oh,
Antiques. hmm Then I started volunteering with HIV/AIDS. I was on the board for HIV/AIDS for the two counties. I served as president, chairperson for a number of years. Then I was chairperson of people living, even though I don't have AIDS, I chaired people living with HIV/AIDS. Um, and
when you came back from Germany, did you have a different view of our country? Was there a different feeling to the country than what you remembered, or just was your perspective different at all?
um, no, see, it was the era of Vietnam. It was the ending of the Vietnam War, and my husband come to California running from New York. From New York, running from the war. Running from the war. He didn't want to participate, and so he finally decided at the end it was ending, and I got pregnant. And he said, he called me by my African name. My African name is Anama, Ya, Peke, Yake. So he said, Anama, let's do this. I said, do what? He said, let's just jump the broom. And I'm gonna go ahead and and join this bad boy. I said, you don't have to do that for me. You don't have to do that. He said, I want to do it, and the war is ending. So you asked me about my perspective. So on our way there, I mean, when we got there, there were a lot of Vietnam vets there coming from the war. And you could see the effect of the war on the vets. And that never left me. It's a sadness. It's a sadness there. And I think about at that time they had the draft, and those who went didn't necessarily want to be there, and there were those who did want to be there. And so I thought, why persecute um them? Because a lot of them lost a lot too. They lost friends. Can you imagine? And then a lot of us, people of color, on the front line, all of us on the front line. Um, yeah, but I made some amazing friends. Um, a white boy, I just say it like that, but Mississippi, Tom Zamansky, this tall white man from New Jersey. They became like our brother. It's so many folks I met, Tom Zamansky, he like weed. So I got a picture somewhere on our table because he's like he's like family. He's like my husband's brother. So we got this table full of hash and weed.
It is evident from listening to you talk about all the experiences that you have had that you are a person who is not afraid to jump in and be different, not afraid to try something new. And I mean, instead of saying not afraid, what I should maybe say is that you are eager to be the vanguard of trying something new. And I love that. But you also
Well,
seem very comfortable with leadership.
yeah, I think we're all, well, let me just say this. Hmm. I believe in the soldier. I believe in the soldier in the sense that there are times when we lead and there are times when we follow. That the wrong with following if you know you have your own mind and a sense of, discernment in a sense. But I think we're all born leaders. Like I tell my grandson, I just told him the other day, it was you doing something and not doing something. I said, now you hold the keys. You hold the keys to your freedom. You, nobody else. You hold the keys to your freedom. So whatever happens, it happens because you decide that's what you want to happen. Because you can stop certain things, but you choose to uh, hold these keys to your freedom. So therefore, I had to punish you. So if I punish you, I'm punishing you because you hold the keys to your freedom. You didn't use them correctly. You didn't unlock. So you lock the keys. You lock your freedom up. It's up to you to be free in whatever sense that means to you.
I just
I say, what they have here, they can't take it from you here. So I say, because this controls and is the keeper for your heart and your soul and your body, which is the core. Right here in the middle is the core. You take care of that core, that's your health. The main thing, more than your heart and the core, is here, and nobody can take that from you. Nobody can take that from you. Now, these are the keys I'm talking about. This is the key to your freedom here. Here. This controls the core, what you put in your body to keep yourself healthy and keep your mind free and able to soar. So,
Have you
we
always been so clear about your own opinions and your own mind? Have you been that way since a young lady?
I come from old folks. My parents, I'm the child of a father who was 50 years old when I was born. So I come from old people. And my mother's mother lived to be 106. And when I remember her, she was 80 something years, when 80 something when she come to visit us. And so I say I'm from, you can say an old seed. A seed is a seed, nevertheless, but I come from old souls. So coming from old folks who have all the wisdom that they gathered, they put that in me and my brothers and sisters. So yeah, it's like that. It's not
You are
of my own. It's not of
you
my
are a
own
very
making.
wise lady.
Hmm.
You are a very wise lady.
it's not my own making because, like I said, I come from old, and then you carry it through. I was always encouraged. My mother always encouraged, and my father always encouraged it. My mother is a college graduate. My father only had a seventh grade education.
That's really amazing. So your mother would have gone to college in 1930 something?
My mom went to school of nursing in Oklahoma, Prairie View, excuse me, Prairie View school. It's a historically black college. My father went to the seventh grade. He was the oldest son, so he had to go out there and work. But he had a chance to play in the Negro Baseball League because he's a good baseball player. But he didn't do that because he had to help provide for his his parents, help them with his family. Yeah. And so I would read the newspaper to him every day. Like as a news reporter, I would read the newspaper to him out loud every day because he wanted me to every day. And so my homework and anything like that, I read out loud to both of them, but mostly to him too. Hmm.
So you were a newspaper reporter?
No, I would read the newspaper out loud to him.
You would read the news. Okay.
Hmm. Like a news reporter.
But your mom was a nurse. So
Yes, she was.
so you grew up in the family of a healer.
Hmm.
Because I definitely
And,
feel that
and
healing.
storyteller. And a storyteller. My father, I'm the, my they had um we had 10, she had 10, and we lost my baby sister at 2. So my father would all gather us together. He said, y'all come and sit down here, I'm gonna tell y'all some lies. What he would do, he would tell us some stories. He would tell us stories off the top of his head. He would tell us stories. Yeah,
Just make
he
them
had
up.
some he make up, and then there's do you know the book And the People Could Fly
I don't
by
think I.
Virginia Hamilton? Well,
Oh,
that's a collection of stories by that she compiled, Virginia Hamilton, and the people could fly. And there were stories in there I read. I said, "Oh, my father used to tell us those stories. My father told us this. My daddy would tell us these stories at the top of his head, and some that he made up, some that he would make up. Yeah, but yeah. So look that up, Whisper. Look that up, and the people could fly by
I,
Virginia
yes, I am.
Hamilton.
I'm going to look up that book. I'm excited about that.
And this is another book I want to share with. I shared it with my little move, Mr. with Coach John. I just got this. I don't know how I'm gonna carry all these damn books back home. I go to the book. I gotta get so many. I bought books for my grandkids too. But there's this book called The Talk by Darren Bell, and he is a cartoonist. For he writes comic strips for the syndicated comic strips. Um, for the New Yorker. He's a Pulitzer winner. Um, and this is the book, The Talk. Can you see it okay?
Yes, it's beautiful cover.
Darren Bill, and it's hard and it's thick. It's really a graphic novel. I didn't know that when I opened it up, but I couldn't leave it. And this is supposed to be a memoir about his life. And he's in LA. And what colored his all these killings, these murders by the police, and what happened in LA. So he talks about as a child how all these things impact him. And he's biracial. And the talk, we always talk about that talk, what we need to tell our sons before they go out in the world, each time they leave the door. Um, and so he was wondering, when are they going to have the talk? So his mother is white, his father is African American. And guess who initiates the talk? His mom. His mom always kept it real with him. You fall in love with his mom. And so she said, the world is going to see you as black, son. They'll see you as black. I encourage I encourage you guys to get this book, The Talk, not only for yourself, but for your teenagers, have this conversation with them. But I'm enjoying this book,
I
The
will
Talk.
buy a copy of that. Thank you.
I paid $30 for this book. I can't believe I told the lady in the bookstore, I say, I don't think I'm gonna spend $30 while I'm here with my children. I say, what the hell? I kept walking around the bookstore. I said, is this the independent bookstore? I knew it was. I just asked it for the hell of it. Said, yeah, it's family owned. I said, I ain't going no damn Barnes and Nobles. I said, I'm gonna buy this book for you. All right. So I bought the book.
Let's go.
You
Support
have to
Or,
we had to
or
support the small the bookstores.
I will
Mhm.
definitely check that book out. How long did you have your parents?
Um, so I lost my father in 1979. Um, January 2nd, 1979. I turned 27 that March. I lost my mother in 1980, 82. Mm-hmm.
So you
Yeah,
were still a pretty young woman um, when you lost them,
yeah.
and
But,
you were still
and I was,
married.
hmm?
You were married. You were still married at that point.
um with when my father passed, yeah, yeah. But not when my mom passed. We separated.
Mhm.
Yeah, separated, going back and forth. But then I decided enough of this mess. Call it a day.
Are
But
the two of you still friends?
I we were friends until I lost him. We lost my oldest son 2 years ago. Then I lost him a year later.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, he's my best friend. Hmm.
Wow.
We got married young. We were together young. We were young together. Yeah.
Would it be okay for me to ask you, was he the love of your life?
You can ask me that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna tell you the damn truth about it. I mean, I got loves of my life. I got loves of my life. Yeah, he's my good friend. Yeah, yeah. I really got. Well, no, really got three loves of my lives. Three.
Well, you are a Pisces. I wouldn't expect for you to have only one.
No, I got three.
Miss
I
Betty,
have
how
three.
many children do you have?
I got half a dozen.
Oh, wonderful. Big
I had
family.
a half a dozen. I had a half a dozen. I lost my oldest son, and my babies are twins. My Where I'm at now, he's a twin. He has a twin sister.
What was that like having twins?
It's like having your baby's best friend. It's like having your baby and your baby's best friend.
Did you ever have any problem telling them apart? Did they look different?
Oh, it's a boy and a girl.
Okay. Yeah.
Boy and
Fraternal,
girl.
fraternal twins.
And I didn't know I was having twins till I was 6 months, um and I walked everywhere. And so I walked to my doctor's appointment, which was, miles and miles to walk. And I walked. I was so full of energy. And when I got to the doctor's office, my doctor told me, "Oh, Mrs. Jubas." I said, "Uh-huh." He said, "You got two. You got two. Two." I said, "Two what? Two puppy dogs? Two kitty cats?" He said, "No, you're having twins." I said, "Oh, Lord." I got tired. I caught a cab home.
Ah, instantly tired. I love it.
I got exhausted. Oh my Lord. I had no service. I said, "Call me. I got to call a cab. I can't catch a bus. I'm not walking. I got to call a cab." Oh. And when I came home, I told him I was having twins. He said, "I knew it before you left the door. Before you went out. I knew when you first found out he was pregnant. I wanted to slap the hell out of him then, but such is life."
Now,
Yeah,
did you have twins in your family that was
yeah,
even a possibility to know about?
yeah. I had my children's father have twins, uncles. My father, aunt, and uncle were twins. I have cousins, two sets of twins. I have cousins over here, twins. I got, yeah. Then they somewhere in the universe. And then my daughter, his twin sister lost her twins. She's pregnant with twins. And
I'm,
I lost my twin grandchildren.
I'm so sorry.
So those are twins I think was coming back around, those twins. And my family, of course it would be you, Betty, with the twins. We're not surprised. I said, what the hell that mean? But anyway,
So
yeah.
you have a huge family. You had uh, six children at the time, six children, and your husband, and you're doing all these things in the community. And you weave and you sew and you make dolls. It does not sound to me like you have slept for the better part of your life.
Well, I sleep. I sleep, but I like to read too. I like reading too. I like reading, and I have 10 grandchildren, um, and 2 great grands. Mm-hmm. 5 and 5, 5 granddaughters and 5 grandsons, and 1 granddaughter and 1 great granddaughter, 1 great grandson.
Now, do you still live in the town where you grew up, or you live in
I
a
think
different?
I think people need to get the hell out of the town where they grew up at. No, I don't want no, no, I don't want to live in the no, I don't live in the town where I grew up in. No, I don't want to live in town. I lived there for a moment, but I think people need to get out, get out of where they live at, where they were raised at. The world is bigger than that. There is, I don't, she's not with us anymore. Ella Jenkins, she's a children's singer, yeah, sings um, book songs and all that to the kids, children's songs. And there's one that I share with my kids through life, and my grandchildren like it too. It's called, My House Begins on My Block. In other words, my house begins on my block, but my block the world is bigger than this block. It goes out and out and out. I love that. Mm-hmm. Where's Coach House? Coach House said, "Oh wow." Why is he saying, "Oh wow"? I wonder why he's saying, "Oh wow." Mm-hmm.
I think that was in response to the twins. Ja, was that in response to the twins? What was that in response to?
Yes, it was in response to the twins. I'm sorry.
Oh, Nwalimu. That's Nwalimu. Coach House is Nwalimu.
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
Do you have anything left on your bucket list that you would like to accomplish? Or
Yeah. I got a whole bunch of shit. Hell, I ain't dead, Whisper. Yeah, I got a whole lot of shit I
you think
want to do.
you
What the
were,
hell?
but you have
Huh?
lived.
Yeah, yeah. I act like I got like I'm so young, like I can do all the things I want to do back in the day. I want to learn how to salsa dance. I like that. Shit, yeah, it's a whole lot of a bucket list. A bucket, I got a barrel. A bucket ain't big enough. I got a bucket. I don't like a bucket. I don't like a bucket. No, I don't even like what is it? I don't even like a trunk. I don't even know if a barrel is full, but I want to go to Ireland. I want to go to Ireland. I want to go to Ireland. I want to go to Japan. I want to go Africa, South Africa. I want to go to Jamaica. I want to go. Oh shit! I want to go to Spain. I want to go to Spain because I want to go to. I can't pronounce it, but it's a museum there. That this first famous American architect built because I like architecture too. Yeah, I got a whole lot of shit I want to do.
I love
Yeah.
it. What's
Mm-hmm.
top on the list? What's the first thing you're going to check off on that list?
I gotta see what happens. Oh, and my daughter wants to take me to Paris, to France. Yeah, we supposed to go before the pandemic. We supposed to go to France. I went to Holland, to Amsterdam. I went to Frank's house. Oh, that's everybody should go. I know people talk about when they go to Africa and they go where the slaves were taken, um, and that sense of dread, that sense of wolf that spilled all the tears that come. Well, when I was in Anne Frank's house, right in her house, all of a sudden I was just full of tears. I mean, they just came. It's like I was there. I could feel her presence there. I'll never forget that. I'll never ever forget that.
Wow,
Anne Frank's.
incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And was this after you went to, or was this during the time that you guys were stationed in Germany?
Yeah, yeah. When I was stationed in Germany on our vacation, everybody was going to Paris. We're going to Paris. Oh, we're going to la la. We're going to France. We're going to Paris. I said, go to Paris. They said, where you want to go? I said, I want to go to Holland. I want to go to Amsterdam. That's where I want to go. I want to go to Anne Frank's house and this and that and this. And then I told you I like beer. So I want to go to Heineken. I want to go to Heineken.
Now, am I remembering correctly that Amsterdam is known for
Oh yeah, prostitution, and dope. Yes. Mm-hmm.
there's like what is it? The red light district. The
Yeah,
red
it's a
light.
red light
Isn't that what
district.
it's called? The red light district.
Yeah, it was a red light. The women standing in the windows like um like mannequins, you know, showing off their wares, and such. But I like Amsterdam. The people nice. I like where I was. I liked it.
So
Hmm.
what was that like to go and see all of that? Because I imagine it was rather a shock. So what was that like?
Um, and and at that time, heroin was legal. They had places for the addicts. Oh, it was an eye opener to a degree, but people doing what they do to survive. You have to accept that. It's just like the food people eat. Sometimes we have a disdain for as American citizens or whatever, but this is what people have to eat, what people have to do to survive, to live. So I didn't frown upon it to a degree because prostitution is old as men. So but and women are treated as second class citizens everywhere in this world, second and third class citizens everywhere in this world. Even though I know some of these men may not agree with it, but we are the stronger ones. We really are the salt of this earth. But we need the other to survive. We need each other, for sure. But we strong, you know, and we mistreated. So yeah, we're not appreciated like we should be. Mhm. Thank you, Coach. He said, yes, we are the circle was. Yep, you better say that.
So if you were to travel abroad, would you take any of your children or grandchildren with you? You have someone who's a good traveling companion?
Why would you have to take, especially one here, he's in school right now. Oh, he might be here. Wait, it's a one, he didn't come in here, it's 3 o'clock. There's Caden. Caden, he's 8. Andrew, Andrew is 15. Andrew is gonna be 15. No, Andrew just turned 15. Andrew, my daughter Aaliyah, um, my granddaughter Aaliyah. Yeah, I'd like to take all my grandchildren. Why you ask me that question? I like to take all of them.
I
Huh?
love
What? What? Yeah, I'm gonna take all of them. Mm-hmm. Every
Do
one
you,
of them.
does your group get together and have family reunions?
Uh, our family have family reunions. I'm trying to set up so where the kids would know each other, the grandchildren would know each other, cousins and all that. Mm-hmm.
And are y'all still pretty much located in California, or have they sort of spread out?
They I have two. My granddaughter's in New York. I have two granddaughters in New York and two grandchildren in New York. Yeah, and a grandson in Houston, Texas.
Okay,
Hmm.
that's where AJ is, I think, right? No, he's in Las Vegas,
He's
right?
in Las Vegas, but he's from Houston.
I'm from Houston. Got you.
He's from Texas. Yeah, I got a grandson. My oldest daughter's son is in Texas, and my oldest daughter's son is in Texas, and my oldest son daughters are in New York, and his grandchildren, my great grandchildren, are there as well. Hmm.
So are you teaching anyone, any of your children or grandchildren, your tradition of weaving and sewing?
Oh yeah. Get ready. My grandson's supposed to come spend the summer with me. I have one of the looms set up for him to weave. He when he came to visit me uh last year, I was working on a doll. He wants to learn how to make a doll. So I'm gonna teach him how to make dolls. I have a daughter, my granddaughter, Aaliyah. She's a Pisces. I always said that I was gonna give her my sewing machine. She's the only one so far of my granddaughters who showed an interest in sewing. So I have a sewing machine I had since I was 12 years old. I still have that sewing machine. It's a single featherweight. It was made in 1951, the year that I was born. So
Wow.
I told my granddaughter, and I told everybody that that sewing machine is hers. That's to go to her. Hmm.
What an incredible legacy to receive. That is amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And my son, he talked to AJ. He's a fantastic writer. He used to write. He hasn't written in a long time. Kai. So he says he's getting back into writing. I hope he does. And I have a granddaughter, Amira. She likes to write. She wants to be a journalist.
Ah, does she do
Hmm.
any poetry?
Um, yeah, I think she does. She does a lot of writing. She's really, really, uh, real serious. And I can't go to her Instagram page because some of the things is dark. And I don't know what their granddaughter is. I don't know if she goth. I don't know what the hell she is, but she's bright. She's sharp, sharp. She wears, you see red like blood stuff, like I don't know what these kids doing, but yeah, she's deep. Mhm. But I love her. Yeah, they call and talk to me from time to time. Deep, deep conversations. I enjoy them.
I
Hmm.
would have to imagine your phone just ringing off the hook constantly with all of us calling you and your kids calling you and your grandkids. I mean, you probably don't have a minute that the phone's not ringing.
Yeah, I call folks too. I got my best friends. I still got my friends. I'm blessed to still have my friends from high school. Can you imagine having your friends from even before that? I have friends since the kindergarten. I still have those friends.
Wow.
We get ready to have is it the 55th high school reunion in October? Mm-hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
is definitely a blessing to still have, especially from that far back. That's fantastic.
But I encourage everybody who's born. See, I'm glad I wasn't born where I was raised. I was born in San Francisco, but I was raised in Richmond, North Richmond, California. But I encourage everybody who you raised at, get the hell out of Dodge. Leave. If you want to come back, come back. But go and sort. Do you know there are places there, people who have never, ever left the town, even left the neighborhood where they live. Get out. Get out. Go. And if you can't go, like I tell my kids, like my mama told us, and Reading Rainbow says all the time, take a look. It's in the book. A Reading Rainbow. You can go anywhere. You sure can. Anywhere with a book. Anywhere. That's why I tell them, take care of your books. Because I told my grandchildren, I got a whole host of books I bought for these kids. I said, if I see them on the floor, I'm taking them home with me. Books are your friends. If I see a toe cover, I'm taking them home with me.
Now, speaking of books, you and I had spoken yesterday about this, and you had mentioned that because you're visiting your son, that you don't have any of your poetry work with you, and so that's probably good to let everybody in the room know why we haven't done any poetry. Um, do you have any that you would like to perform a piece of it from memory?
You see, I'm trying to see something right here. Um, if I can pull it up. This is, oh, I thought I had. Can you give me just another hot moment?
Absolutely.
Do this. I just saw him. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, my son is supposed to help me with this, but he has abandoned me. Is this page? Is this it? Just think this is it. It looks different on this thing. Oh, oh, I don't know. That's me. Oh, so okay. Let's see if I can do this. Mm, mhm, 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 mhm. I'll do this one.
And if there are any questions for Mama Betty in the chat, I have not been looking, so, but I know Catalyst is on it.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, so this one, Mr. Witz is here, and Mr. Witz edited this for me. As a matter of fact, I don't know if Escape Artist is here in the Escape Artist in the Zoom.
she's here. Uh-huh.
Oh wow, I love not. Oh, I didn't mention Escape. You talk about the people I love. I love me some Escape Artists too. Yes, indeed. Oh, hi Escape. Anyway, Escape Artist wrote a poem about when the war came, jumped off this war we are in the midst of, the war period. She wrote a poem, and I was inspired by her poem, and her poem is called Mothers of War. That's her poem. So I wrote this poem, Tears for an Evil World, and Mr. Witch edited this poem for me. Women are weary, tired of the unholy, loathsome spaces, surrounded by cemented masks, the unbreakable adornment of aluminum clad faces, black clothed women kneel at cauldrons of blood, made men rivers of dismay, woe, ringing, blushes of peakness, Clothes that were once white, luring adolescents, forever forgotten infants, born in remembrance, heavy burden, misery. I should drink some water. Heavy burden, misery, paralysis of the scorn, nothingness, emptiness, aridness the sky, teardrops drying on a landscape, a refugee camp for the riffraff, the calf, unrecognized humanity, wearing badges of disdain, loving mothers abandoned to shadows, darkness, left with impenetrable pain. That's the poem. Mhm.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful. And it really speaks to that character of leadership and desire for a better world. I love that.
Mhm. Yes. That's one I could pull up. I did pull up. And then it's a sexy poem.
Ooh.
And this poem is I wrote an impromptu. And it had to mention water. And I don't know if you can hear the sound. No, it's no sound. It's no sound. So so I wrote this poem. I need to see your face, Whisper. All I see is me. Okay. Okay, swimming. Sexy neurosis memories. A midnight strolls on a beach that be your thighs. Lifting waters slide over whispered mountains, shoulders, yours. Ice cold waters, boats, beating, pellets, piercing our skin. Waters warm now, showering, propelling, cascading, lifting me up gently, lash me down where waters meet and never ends. Sated, satiated, satisfied. And that's that poem. You took my time reading that bad boy, but it's such a
I
poem.
love that word. There's something about the word satiated. I don't know why. I love the sound of that word, satiated.
It's sexy, and it's hungry. Haha.
I love giving us a little spice, giving us the spice.
Hmm. Yeah. Um, I'm trying to see if I can find one more for you. Um, oh, I send poems to Gifted all the time. So let me see what I sent to Gifted. Yeah, I'm looking at her page. I always send Gift. Don't you like the way Gifted read? Don't you like Gifted's voice?
Gifted has an amazing voice.
I love to hear Gifted read other folks' poems as well as hers too. But I love Gifted's voice.
Yeah, Gifted's voice and Brooklyn in the House, Erica Floyd.
Oh, Brooklyn.
You two gals are just amazing. Um,
Mm. Oh, so Mr. Wilson, Mr. Wilson, and Gifted got a thing going on. You know that, don't you? They got their thing. They got little heartbeats. So I be playing like I'm jealous of them. I be hate on Gifted. I be hate on Gifted. So I wrote this poem. It's a secret poem. So I sent it to Mr. Wilson. I said, "Don't share this with Gifted." I said, "I'll write this." Anyway, so then I sent it to Gifted myself for her to read. I sent it the poem to Gifted. Okay. So here it is. I'm trying to hitch a ride, pussyback style, on the sturdy shoulders of a lean brother, keen-minded man, not a mere king or a prince, a warrior in a constant stance, surveying the land. Razor-sharp, eager-eyed, confident, responsible, of people importance, inherently valued, just than just a parting glance. I'm trying to hitch a ride, a joy in her mother's pouch, Daddy ready to box, and Mommy ready to greet him. A cup of hibiscus honey tea and an invitation to a dance. I'm I'm going to hitch a ride. I mean, I'm going to hitch a ride. I got to succeed. His scope travels beyond his scope travels beyond a cesspool of western wastelands, a rock skipping, bouncing small waters, exploding ripples, bursting sweetness of motherland in his sight. I see, and indeed, I'm free again. I'm trying to hitch a ride on a sturdy back. Yeah, that's that poem. I wrote that poem. I said, this is our secret poem, okay? Don't you share it with Gifted? Did I send it to Gifted?
I
Yeah, I
love
sent it to Gifted.
I love that. You know what? I don't think like any couple has ever had more people like happy and excited about them, being involved with each other than all of us. It's like we're all like, yes, because we all love you guys so much. And it's just like, yeah,
Yeah, we do. That's true. We do.
we
Yeah.
want the people happy that we love. Look who showed up. AJ Houston in the house here from Mama
Hi,
Betty.
AJ. Hi, AJ. Yeah.
AJ, she was calling you out earlier as one of her favorite people. You missed that, but she said it. She put it out there in the universe. I know that you used the word humble earlier, and I think that is such a beautiful word, and you do wear humility with such grace. But whether you like it or not, you are inspiration.
I'm getting his thing back to here. Take it, baby. Take. You can have it. I'm shutting down. Go ahead. Go and enjoy yourself. And all the water. He loves water.
Pisces baby,
Hmm.
little Pisces baby, they do love the water. We love that water.
Can you get out? He can't get out. I can't get out. He can't get it out. He got it out. All right. So the poem's gone with him now. I gave him back his iPad.
But we do, you do inspire us.
Mm.
And I hope that does not feel overwhelming for you, but you are just such an inspiration. And I mean, just I know from the way people react, the way they speak, like we get happy when you come in the room. We're so
Mm.
happy to have you here, to have you share your poetry with us, to share your story with us. You have had just a very inspirational journey. Um, and
Wait, now the train ain't over yet. Wait, the train ain't over yet though. It's still moving. I'm still moving.
It's still going. I want to hear all about the trips you're going to take. I mean, my gosh, you got a list. My goodness.
And not only that list, but I'm taking trips here, and then I'm taking trips, sitting here taking trips in my own little space. So yeah, because that's what we do. We taking trips every time we write. We taking a trip, huh?
Absolutely.
We tripping. We tripping.
That is some truth. And please do plan to come back to that reunion show so that we could see the dolls and the weaving that I mean, just you showed me a little bit, and it's just, if you haven't seen it, it's absolutely beautiful and incredible, just like the lady who made them.
And I make aprons too. I like to make aprons too. So you look at my page, you see aprons too. Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure there's anything you can't do.
Yeah, there's some things I can't do. Yeah, a lot of things I can't do. Yeah, but I'm never bored.
No.
Mm-mm. I'm never bored.
Well,
Ask, ask my grandchildren. When I get up to this phone, we going to the park. Yeah.
I love it. I
And
love it.
I'm gonna slide down that slide that goes around that little twirly slide that got the bumps in it. Me and this little one right here. That's we gonna be on that slide, be on the swings. Yep.
I love it.
Hmm.
I love it. Well, I
Well,
think just about out of time, but I want to give you the floor if there's any like thoughts you want to leave us with, advice you want to give. If
we've been talking for about an hour, haven't we?
uh yeah, right about a little bit more than that, a little bit more.
So ain't you about wore out now? Ain't you tired of
No,
talking?
never, never.
Yeah. I was kind of intimidated. You had me feeling like, AJ, AJ is here. You said AJ is here?
He's here.
AJ, oh, look, AJ, I still get butterflies when I talk to AJ. You know, AJ, when you win the impromptu writers for the week and he interviews you on Tuesday, I look forward to it, but yeah, I don't look forward because my chest is full of butterflies, just whoop, but they just come out, and even the bumblebees come out and sting you on your neck every now and then. You never know, but the butterflies are there. Yep, AJ, Mr. AJ, intimidated word artist. I wish I was at home so I could show you all the books that I have. A lot of folks are here. Sometimes I like to read their poems rather than mine. Yep, but yeah.
Well, we are definitely going to save space for that reunion show. That's going to be the first Tuesday in July. So, and we'll send out a poster to everybody. But we want everyone to come back in there. We've got Gifted in the room, Jane Spoken Word in the room, Escape Artist in the room, all of you ladies, come back and be a part of that reunion show. We definitely want to hold space to have you do that and to see all of your wonderful weaving and sewing and just share more. Absolutely.
Thank you, Sana.
Thank you so much for doing this. You know I had to chase you, right? I had to chase you down.
You did?
Yes, I did, because I sent you a couple of different. I was like, oh, she's trying to evade me. I'm not having that. I'm gonna chase her down.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'm so glad that you came in here to have this conversation with us. I know you don't want to hear it, but you're a treasure. We treasure you, and you
Thank you,
give
Sana.
us every day, and it's just wonderful. And thank you for doing that.
Well, I thank you all for being there and being here too, inspiring me too, and loving me too, and loving you guys too. I'm grateful to the universe. We say that all the time, and it sounds like cliche, but I'm really thankful. I'm really thankful for this new family that I have. This this rich family I have. Yeah. Yep. And my friends tell me all the time. They say, Anama, my best friend Amita Hassan, she called me, say, Anama, you know how blessed you are. I said, Amita, what you talking about? Say, you got all your friends on Instagram, all the poets. Say the poets. I come in and I hear, say, you're so loved. Hold on to that. See, hold on to that. When you have the blues and all that, just think about that family that you have, and I do. Coach Shaw, I call Coach Shaw. I call Mr. Witts. I talk to AJ, complicated passion, but yeah, Coach Shaw and Mr. Witts is like, you want to say nephew, I honor and respect their mom so much. I can't say like I'm their other mom because Umi is brilliant, is a jewel in herself. So I wouldn't think about replacing her, stepping in her shoes. But I'm grateful to her for the life that she gave us in those two, you know, and the AJ too. Hmm.
So I just want to go out on a limb here and say that next year when that Charlotte Poetry Fest comes around, I think that we need to find a way to make it happen, that you will be.
Oh, I'd be there. God said the same. I'd be there.
Yeah.
I'd be there.
We will make sure that you have a ticket and that you have your place to stay, and we will make sure that you are here because you need to be present for that with your voice.
I need to get to New York to see James Spoken Word because me and her can hang out because we have more in common than y'all. We old folks in this game. I love. I need to get to New York and listen to some jazz, listen to music.
Love
Yep.
it. Love it, love
One
it.
love, you guys.
I think we need a group hug, y'all.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Everybody who wants, if you want to come on the camera and have like a big group hug, we need a group hug.
Yeah, yeah, they could do that. I can't
Let
see their faces. Are they coming up?
We got some coming. We got some coming.
We're all
Okay.
hugging you.
Oh hey, hi.
Big hugs. Big hugs always.
Mm-mm.
And I love that name, Anama. That is an absolutely beautiful name.
See, can I tell you about that story real quick? Do I have time to tell you how I got that name?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So I'm in high school. We graduated from high school. My best friend that I just mentioned, Amita Hassan. Um, they, uh, they see you. Back in the day, we couldn't give ourselves, we couldn't name ourselves. Someone had to, they know you, they give you the name, they fit you. And so Amita, her son, Georgetta, her name is Quayle, which means truth in Kiswahili. So they sent me my name in a letter. And I said, what the hell is this? I know Kiswahili, but what is this? Anamadem. Anamma, then YA, then PEKE, YA, and then PEKE, PEKE, then YAKE. So I said, what is this? So I got my Kiswahili dictionary. I said, this is not a proper name. This is not a name. This is a saying. It means one who stands alone or unique. So for a long time I wouldn't tell anybody the meaning of the name. I said, why would you give me the name like this? Is too heavy. I say unique, one who stands alone. This is how you see me. But I knew they was coming from a good place. And so, but for a long time I wouldn't tell anybody because it's like you got a big head. So it's so unique about you. You said such. But now I tell folks, there's Anamma, Ya, Peke Yake, Anamma. And
Anamma.
so
Anamma Pekeyake. It's beautiful.
mhm. So I had that name for now about 50 years, huh? Or more. Yeah.
That is beautiful. Have you written a book? Have you already done a book?
No. And my poems are published in a book anthology that we put together back in the day. I can't find it. It's like it's independently done. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you ever do decide to write a book, I think that I hope you would put that name on the book.
Yeah.
And if you wanted, Betty Ubalis as well, but the Anamma Pekeyake, that is so beautiful.
But Betty is my grandmother's name, and and that's my mom's name, and she was I call her a pioneer woman. She
Oh,
lived in
yes.
106. She lived in a small town, DP, Oklahoma. She was a Garveyite in the 20s. Can you imagine being a Garveyite in a small town in Oklahoma? She had pen pals and all over the world. African, particularly folks would come to see her, and so I think it's an honor to be named after her.
Yes, ma'am. 100. Yes, ma'am. You know what? I hope you find a way to do your autobiography. Your story is just wonderful. It's wonderful. It's inspiring. I would love to see that.
I was a little stinky girl. I say I was a little stinky girl because I had eczema. I have eczema. And so they would have all these different concoctions they would put on my skin. Some the milk from a fig, cold oil, something cold oil, such. So I was sticky, and I had these different smells. So I always call myself a little stinky girl, little sticky girl back in the day. Mm-hmm.
I love it. Mama Betty, thank you so much for being here with us and just sharing yourself, sharing your grandson. Just thank you. I can't even thank you enough. This has made my heart so happy, and I know everybody else too. If you guys want to come off mic, I know we don't normally do that, but this is so special. If y'all want to come off mic or come on mic, I should say.
I
just want to say thank you, Miss Betty. It's been a pleasure. Love you.
You didn't mind me sharing that secret poem, did you?
No, I had pulled it up because I knew you had. We were on the same wave. I had pulled up the same poem. I was like, she wrote some poems, and I was in your thing pulling them up same time. Yeah. Thank you.
No, I love you. Oh, Megan's is here?
Megan's been here, yeah.
Oh, hi, Megan's. Megan's is gone? Yeah, that's our Wednesday family.
Yeah.
Miss
That's
Betty.
our Wednesday family. I love Megan's is so positive, you guys. Make us make the series positive and happy.
Yes. His energy.
I love Megan.
All right, your Wally move.
Listen. Firstly, well, let me say this real quick. I told Witz The Megas is my favorite all time. His energy is by far the greatest energy in the world. I told Wits all the time. I said every time I come in, who naked up in here, I'm waiting for him to just start shouting out everybody. He shouts
Yeah.
every single person, and I respect that. Miss Betty, I want to say something to you because
Wait,
I
I like
don't
that
think you
background.
really,
I like that background while he moves. Go ahead.
huh?
I like your background.
I'm gonna send it to you so you can have it. I'm gonna put on a shirt for you. Um, I don't think you really understand how much you mean to so many of us in this community. Like we really look forward to hearing from you, sharing gifts with you, and then you sharing your work with us and your life and your stories. It is by far one of the greatest gifts. We miss that. This younger generation, they don't get that. And so those of us who have been around to have witnessed what we can learn from those who were here before we were, right? We remember that and we honor that coming from you because we understand that there's so much wisdom and knowledge that you've given us in everything that you say, from the stories that you tell to actually just speaking about life. Even when you call me and you be like, Walimu, we ain't doing that. You check me right away. So you keep doing what you do. I don't care what the hell nobody else say. And you that straight talk. A lot of us, we miss that. Some of us have never had it. And you are the constant reminder that that energy will always be here and that we have to be ready and prepared for it, because when that energy comes, it is such a gift. Calling it a blessing doesn't give it enough. So it's such an amazing gift. And so it's so welcoming and we love you and we appreciate so much. So thank you. I'm supposed to have left the house. I was leaving the house because I thought this was later. I was leaving the house and Whit said, Miss Betty is on right now. Ask Sam Ray. I said, hold on. I'm going to put whoever I need to go meet on pause until after this is over because I wanted to be here for this. I just want you to know how much that you're loved.
Oh, I love you. Mm-hmm. The Santi Sana. Oh. Mm.
I thought I was going to get through a show without crying. Thank you, Ja. Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
I do what I can.
If anyone else would like to give Miss Betty flowers before we close the show, please feel free to come off mute.
We all got flowers for you, Mama. I'm naked again, so I'm staying off the screen. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Mr. Wilson,
But
look, Mr. Wilson, wait a minute. See, we're simpatico, as they say. Simpatico. Look at the color of my shirt. Sorry, Gifted. Can you see the color of my shirt underneath? It's the same color as yours.
oh, come on now. I love you. I was feeling your energy, and I was like, look, I gotta be here, and I definitely reached out to Coach. He did tell me he was on the way out. So I'm glad he put everything on hold and was able to come here and share in this experience. Even before being a poet, just listening to you in your life experiences, was just something beautiful to hear and experience with you. It's like you brought us along your journey. It was so much joy, so much to hear you laugh, to hear you curse, just to hear you be for real about everything that's in your heart. And and all of the activism that's in you, like even in an early age, like standing up, and you may not even know how important that was in the time. But yeah, you definitely are what they call a trailblazer. You paved the way for a lot of us, and the people that's here can't even amount to the love that's awaiting you in this community. We love you. I'm glad I was here to hear you and to sharing this joy. I ain't trying to steal too much time because I know a lot of people want to share that love that they have for you, but I just wanted to give you a heart
One love.
and thank you for sharing your heart with us.
One love. And Gifted. Sorry, but that's one man and Complicated Passion. There's someone else. Oh, and Taj Mahal that make me swoon, make me want to slide down a wall. Sorry, sorry.
Listen,
No, you got
before I hang up, Miss Betty, when you come to Charlotte, you don't need no hotel room because you stay right here with me, Tamika, and Little Scholar. So all we gotta do is get you here.
Oh, Sati Sana.
You ain't staying in no hotel room as long as I got a roof over here. You can come right on over here.
Oh, wow.
all right. I'm gonna claim it that I get to pick her up from the airport. Y'all, I just have to say one of my favorite parts of this interview was Wits watching your face at the beginning. You looked like a little kid lying on the bed, entranced with your favorite story. Just that look on your face was worth every second of this conversation to see that joy in your expression. And it is clear how much you love Mama Betty, just watching you like that. It was beautiful.
Mm. Can I just say that that I would pray that as we continue in this life, because you know we're not born to be here forever, that you guys do that for others as well. Um, mm, oh boy, just keep on doing what you're doing, because you inspired not only me, you inspired the young as well. Just keep on doing what you're doing. I wish Moody Black was here, because I I relish the things that he do with the kids. I'm always posting stuff that he does. Um, just keep on doing what you're doing, and know that in my heart of hearts, I appreciate. This is a gift. This is a gift. Yes, gifted. Yes, gifted. This is a gift. Yeah, I can steal your man, but I'm not gonna do that.
I love it. I love it. Mama
Oh,
Betty, thank you. Thank you so, so much for being here with us. I just can't say it enough. This has been a truly wonderful time. And I'm just so grateful and thankful that you agreed to be here to do this. And I can't wait to see you again in our July group get together and get to see your dolls and your weaving, have some more storytelling, and that'll be a wonderful day as well. So thank you so much. And so we're going to release you so that you can take that beautiful grandchild and go slide on the slide.
Yeah, I need to spend some time with. That's what he wants. He wants attention. He hangs on. He cries because he likes to read. He likes that iPad and PBS Kids. Anyway, okay,
Wonderful.
one love, you guys.
One love. Thank you all so much. This has been the Heart of the Artist interview with Mama Betty. Just having a cup overflowing. And Catalyst, please jump on in, my friend.
Such a good opportunity to get to know you better. Thank you so much, Mama
Nice
Betty.
meeting you, Catalyst too.
You too. One love.
One love to everyone here, and I'm grateful for your presence.
We love
Thank you
you.
so much.